Hi, I'm Vasundhara. I welcome all of you to this NavDurga Series. 9 powerful women. We're going to discuss 9 challenges for today's women. For our early interview, we have received lots of appreciation and love. Thank you so much. The messages are still pouring in, and we just ask for the continued support and love from all of you. Today's topic is women and fitness. Do we really need this topic? Because women are responsible for the entire family's fitness. Be it their exercise regime, whether they need to go to gym, whether they need right food schedule, whether they need extra food supplement, vitamin supplement, whether they're drinking water at right time or no, whether they're sleeping or no. Everything is actually taken care by this woman, Durga. But when it comes to her, she doesn't take tablet, which is actually going to regulate her BP. It's okay. She needs a visit to doctor. Some other time, she's fine. She's a superwoman, you know. Whether she needs that exercise, that fitness regime, there are a lot of things on her plate. No, she doesn't have time for that. Whether she really needs to pay for that extra coaching, the yoga class, the Zumba class, oh no, that's the last priority. She doesn't have time, she doesn't have money for herself because her fitness is her last priority. But as we say, when a man learns, he is educated. But when woman learns, the entire family is educated. Similarly, I believe if the woman is fit, then the entire family is fit. So all my Durgas, I want all of you to know you are Jananis. God has created you to create and nurture. But for all of this, you need to understand your fitness is utmost important. So you give priority, and I request all the members of the family to understand her fitness is important too. So for this topic, women and fitness, we have our own Durga today, Suchita Varadkar. She's been a certified fitness coach for more than 19 years. She's into this domain. She has her own group called Frontrunner, and she herself has run for more than 35 half marathons. She has got silver medal in her own domain. She was a podium finisher at SEMM, and then she obviously moves on to full marathon. She's been a successful 5-hour pacer at SEMM, and she coaches her trainees, her group members for fitness. She doesn't only focus on flexibility and strength training, but she believes in yoga and relaxation too, so which is also included in her training. She was covered in Star Sports in the program called I Believe, and I love the quote when she quoted that for her, running is meditation in motion. I know you all are eager to meet Suchita Varadkar. Presenting Durga today, Suchita Varadkar. So welcome Suchita Varadkar. I'll call you Suchita. I hope you're okay with it.
Please, absolutely.
So Suchita, when I asked you for this NavDurga series, what were your first thoughts as soon as I asked you?
Oh, I was honored. I was so happy that you considered me to be a powerful woman, first and foremost.
Oh, come on.
So that was really nice. Also, see, we've all always grown up knowing that Durga symbolizes, the divine forces, or what we call positive energy. Now, these two words is what I stand for: positivity and energy. Positivity stands for mental health, energy, physical health, and that's my motto in life, to spread positivity and spread fitness. So I think this was a opportunity that I wouldn't want to lose for anything in the world.
Wow, you connected it so well to Durga metaphor. Superb, Suchita. So Suchita, I've already mentioned few things in the introduction itself. I just want to know, what do you think about it? What are your thoughts about it?
I think you nailed it, yeah, because we women know we are these self-sacrificing souls, and we give ourselves last priority, and which is not right. But that's how now the society is used to taking us for granted. And that results in a lot of burnout. We do not understand what are our requirements, and then by the time we understand, it's just too late. So I think that what you said is absolutely perfect. We women give last priority to ourselves. We don't want to spend money on ourselves. We tell ourselves that we don't have time. But that's not true. I don't believe that. I feel that if you want to do something, you can find time for yourself. It's just a question of, do we ever say that I don't have time to have a bath or brush my teeth? So your fitness regime, or 1 hour, if in 24 hours you cannot give 1 hour to yourself, definitely there has to be some restructuring of your life that needs to be done. So yeah, but we women, as I said, no time, no money. We have so many inhibitions. What will people say? Will they say that I'm only taking care of myself? Will I be able to look after the people whom I traditionally am supposed to look after? So we kind of put it to a point that, when it's too late, and then we try to really start with our fitness regime. So I think that's the crux of the matter, that if, well begun is half done, they say. So if you start a fitness regime, see that you're consistent, then these are small blocks that you build, and then you are going to be able to look after the family better. I think you and the family has to realize that only when you take care of yourself, and I'm not talking about only, again, physical, mental, because as they say that a fit mind resides in a fit body, right? And if you are not fit, where is the agility going to come from? Where is the mind going to be alert? How are you going to multitask? How are you going to do so many roles that you are going to do? So I think this is something that we, in society, this conversation has to happen. That
Suchita, it will be really interesting to know from you.
Yeah.
Typically,
yes,
when a woman or a man approaches you for coaching, what is the major difference that you actually see?
oh, lots. So I think a woman would come necessarily for training, basically for weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
Because she has been body shamed at some point, or she wants to fit in, or she wants to look cool, she wants to look younger.
New wardrobe,
wants to wear western clothes. So if you've heard, there was this Sudha Murthy mentioned once that she was traveling business class, and she was wearing an Indian outfit, a salwar kameez. And somebody told her, this is the business class, trying to hint that you are not supposed to be here. So basically that's how society judges us. Now if you want to wear western clothes, you want to have a slimmer body, which is just vanity. And it's, I think the premise of getting into a fitness journey is wrong. But that's what I see primarily, that it is not, for men what happens is they believe that they are the providers. So it's many times it happens when they want to be more physically active, or if there is a lifestyle disease that they are suffering from, that's when they steer towards physical fitness. So with women, it's more vanity, more weight, more size, being a particular size, being, trying to fit in society and look cool and sophisticated.
Oh my God. So, Suchita, I think you're trying to make a completely different point, and I know this is already established. I was not ready for it, but do you mean to say that for today's woman, primarily fitness is then zero figure, or that slim body, or how she is on the exterior and not how she's actually feeling, whether she has that bubbling energy inside to do things what she really aspires for? It will be interesting.
So I think, we women feel that we are superwomen, as you said. That we will any which ways. So we don't do fitness for that. It's more exterior, more to have a glowing skin. Again, this is a hypothetical statement, but primarily I feel that those
majorly
that is why people come, when they have realized that, compared to last year I've gained a lot of weight, or then as I said, society body shames. The sad part is, today when you meet somebody, rather than asking hi, how are you, you say, oh, you've put on weight, oh, you've lost weight. So conversation
that becomes the first
which
comment.
Is so wrong, so but that's what affects, and that's when women, because otherwise if it was only for fitness, they feel, no, I'll just walk or I'll just do something and I'm any which ways doing everything. They're in denial. But if they do come towards fitness, then I feel these are majorly the reasons. The size or how they appear is my experience.
And then what do you think? What should be the real approach and why?
So I think that's first and foremost wrong. But I feel that, even if they come for the wrong reason, I look at it like this, as somebody who wants to promote fitness. Once they get into this, it's so addictive because they see the positives, so, and then I think somewhere we get what we want. So then it ceases to be only exterior, and then it becomes interior.
So you must have had incidents like, maybe they must have joined you for certain reason,
yes.
But post that, after a year or so, they come back and tell you, oh my God, because of this extra energy, these are the things that I'm exploring, and the energy is now getting used in different projects, different aspects of life.
Absolutely.
So
I see that they tell me within few weeks.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Recently, there's somebody who has joined me, and she said within two or three sessions, she said somebody noticed that my posture is improved. So these things happen when you actually do it. Till you don't do it, you don't know the varied advantages that you're going to get, and it is very individualistic for everybody. It's not what I get out of my fitness regime is. And in the group itself, if there are two women, what somebody else gets is completely going to be different, because of each one has a different fitness level, each one has a different need. Somebody might need more mental fitness than physical fitness. So where you are at that point in life is what you really extract from that fitness regime. So I think everybody, I would tell every Durga out there, that just make that time for yourself. Give yourself priority. Love yourself.
I completely agree and understand what you're saying and where you're coming from. But still, considering women and the priority that she feels, and the importance that she feels for the household chores or for her family requirements, or primarily she thinks she is there to take care of them first, and then comes she herself, even though we're calling her Durga, but then she herself is after that. And it's true that everybody's schedules are there. There's a lot of cooking to be done, there is a lot of shopping to be done, a lot of resources needs to be arranged for the family, there are family functions, there are social obligations, and there are so many things that women actually need to handle, and that's her domain. So how do you then say, and then women are working too nowadays, and in corporate I think for more than 12 hours. So how do you then propose that she still takes out time or still manages time for herself? What are the different capsules that you would say? If you have 15 minutes, you can do this. If you have half an hour, you can do this. If you have 2 hours, you can do this. Great. But I just want you to give capsule to everyone.
So it's, when you like something, you find time. Have you seen, however busy a woman is, if she likes knitting, she'll find time to knit.
So
correct. So first is that develop a passion for it. Once you have a passion, and as I said, think that it is a non-negotiable 1 hour of the day. That's one thing I would like to say. Also, while you are doing your, if you're going to office, let's say, instead of taking a cab or a share a rickshaw or whatever you are doing, walk to, wake up 15 minutes.
Somehow
movement. I would say that movement is therapy for the body, and stillness is therapy for the mind. And if a woman understands that, you can see the remotes can just go into into some closet. Don't use the remote. Try to move as much as you can. a little bit of stretching before, if you 5 minutes you get up early, and before you step out of your bed or your mattress, you can just do a few stretches, can't you? Is that difficult? But it has to be on your mind. I never get out of the bed unless I do a complete 5 minute stretch on the bed. You're giving a quick blood
Signal to
circulation.
your body.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that can be done. Surya Namaskar is very underrated. Small mat, you can, even
Anywhere, even if you are for a
Absolutely.
business trip or for this thing, you always have.
Even if
room
you're on
for-
a holiday, if your kids or your husband is sleeping, wake up half an hour early and do it. Climbing stairs, So when I was
Don't
working,
take lift.
yeah, don't
Right.
take the lift. We had a 1 hour lunch break when I was working. I used to eat for 15 minutes, rest for 15 minutes, half an hour. I used to climb during lunch. Where there's a will, there's a will.
Correct.
So
correct.
it has to be on your mind.
I think
It's
in the
not-
kitchen itself, when you can
Kitchen
just switch on the
itself.
music,
Of
dance.
course,
and,
absolutely. You
do
can
all
dance,
of
you
it.
can do squats for holding the cooking platform. See, if you have it in your mind, you will do it. And I don't think we have to normalize this.
Correct.
That is the main thing.
Correct.
One feel, oh, what will this one say? What will that one say? Nothing. Let me tell you, it is my personal this. People actually appreciate. So it's not that we feel, it is in our mind that people will say. But when they see a woman, taking
Care of herself.
taking care of herself, and see, the main thing what I feel is that if a woman is on a fitness journey, as you rightly said, she is the one who she's going to make better choices when she's going to cook. She's going to restrain from using too much oil. She will make sure that the dessert is cooked only once a
Oh
week.
my God! Is this coming like a red signal?
No, but isn't it true when the person is knows the effort that is going into burning those calories, you are going to be very much conscious,
And
which
everyone
is,
sees the results.
and everybody in the family benefits. Also, we've also heard that children don't listen to us, but they emulate us.
So true.
So if you are going to be this person at your age, what the children see is that if my mother at this age, with all the responsibilities, finds time. So imagine how much of a positive impact you're making on Gen Next, right? And what legacy you are leaving behind. It's so
Absolutely.
powerful.
Absolutely.
And that's the power of
Absolutely.
a fit person, both in mind and in body.
So tomorrow, even kids don't have any room
Excuse.
for justification
Absolutely.
or excuse because my mom did it.
Do it exactly.
Absolutely.
And even many times I find spouses,
Yeah.
like the wife comes and then they see that, oh, the wife is in such a good mood, and then they join.
True.
So as they say, family
True.
who works out together stays together.
Absolutely.
So I have trained the entire family.
And then I think your vacation plans also would change. You will
Revolve
go
around.
for trekking more.
It's more trekking.
It'll be
It's
more
more
fun.
Yeah,
True,
it's-
so true.
So many activities you're doing together as a
So
family.
true, Suchita.
So the bond deepens, and there's a spring in. So I always say, for me, if somebody asks me how do you define fitness, it's very simple. Fitness is anything. It's anything that gives you a spring in your step, a smile on your face, a twinkle in your eye, and a purpose in your heart.
Oh my goodness.
If you have this, then, and if your fitness is giving you these 4 things, then you are on the right path. Because there is always also a fear of overdoing. Once you are used to fitness, then you try to, which also amounts to abusing the body.
Correct.
Always ask yourself, am I happy? Am I ever having a twinkle in my eye? Do I have a spring in your step? Then you start altering. So it's very important. That dialogue is very important. Understanding your body, understanding your mind is very important. So this is non-negotiable for every human being, whether it's a woman or a man. Correct? You
Just
agree?
wow, Sunita, I just wanted to continue talking. Okay, just because we're talking about this, I mean, we should have spoken of this first.
Yeah.
How do you fight with that mental lethargy or that inertia to get into it? Because life to chal rahi hai, man.
Yeah.
So your mind chatter is always acting against it. Tomorrow, Monday, next month, next year.
Yeah.
And especially women because they have so much on their platter. So how do you fight that?
So one, I would say, surround yourself with people who are into this, into fitness as
Fitness.
such, because when you see them, when you talk to them, you understand what they are getting out of it.
I'm already charged.
So that is one thing, that you need to surround yourself with the right people. Two is self-motivation, because somebody might tell you a lot of things, but finally it is you have to talk to yourself and say that, look, I am here for the long haul. I want to have quality life. I want to be this person who, once my responsibilities have eased out, also I am fit enough. So now you see, after retirement, everything you push saying after retirement, after
Correct.
this, after
Correct.
kids get married. But then when that time comes, you're not
You
fit.
don't have energy.
Correct. So then you plan, just as you invest money to plan for a rainy day, you plan in advance, and it doesn't have to be, it has to be small steps, but basically it has to be something where you cover all aspects of fitness. It may not be 1 hour, it may not be 1.5 hours, but start. And trust me, even today, after being so very regular and consistent, there are days, we are human after all.
Yeah.
There are days when you feel, but that 5 minutes, just go out of the house.
Correct.
Once you do that, you'll hear so many people saying, today I didn't want to come, but once I came, I'm so glad.
It happens all the time.
Correct.
Absolutely.
And then when you don't do it, you feel guilty for the rest of the day.
Correct.
So once you understand this point, that it needs that little 5 minutes push, I think you should be that's your battle one.
So one needs to just say, okay, I'm just going to do it for 5 minutes. If I continue, fine. Otherwise, I'll come back.
Or
I think
what
those
will
5
you
minutes
do?
will take care of
Absolutely.
it.
Or you may not do 100%. You will do 30%.
Correct.
It's still better than being
So true.
in bed, right?
So true.
And see, today everybody in Mumbai or in India also is vitamin D deficient,
Yeah.
because we are not getting sunlight. So just going outdoors, basking in the sun, there's so much of positivity. You're increasing your lifespan with those 2 hours extra in the morning, right? So that is very important,
And I think with this work from home regime,
Absolutely.
it's all the more
It's-
crucial and critical.
Because you're sitting all the time, your muscles are not being used, and the classic saying is, you use it or you lose it. So once you lose your muscle, and with women, so now let's talk about women. The bone density of women is lesser than men. So we all know that we go through osteoporosis. Now this is because, as it is, calcium depletion happens because children, when you are childbearing, the child
You lose
on that. You may not take the supplementation. So how do you get your bone density back? Weight training. Now, what is weight training? Not necessarily going to the gym and lifting weights. If you want to do that, if you enjoy that the way I do, great. But your own body weight, that's weight training also. You're improving your bone density. You're able to multitask. You're able to look up, give care to the people who are dependent on you. You can have a seamless menopause, which is something which is so, physiologically we all have to go through that, right? So because hormone imbalance. Now, how do you get your the balance of hormones? Exercise. So many things. Why would you
not do it? So true. So
you
true.
just
Superb.
have to. Yeah.
Superb, Suchita. And I just want you to continue talking and charge me. Tomorrow morning, I'm just waiting to wear my shoes and go for a run.
Absolutely. I hope everybody does that, because I'm telling you, it's going to be a different perspective of life once people start.
So, Suchita, it's been 19 years. You see change now in women, and generally the mindset about fitness is changing. How do you see?
It is changing, but we are living in an urban society. So it's changing here. In the rural areas, when we visit our villages, you see they're just working. They don't really have any fitness regime. So not so much in the rural area as in metropolitan cities, but here definitely. If you now, as a marathoner, I can share some statistics. 2018 versus 2019, the number of women who participated in the Mumbai Marathon was about 35% more.
Awesome.
So in 2020 it would be more. Now you see so many. When I did my first full marathon, I think there must have been maybe just less 100 or 150 full marathons. marathoners. Now you see 60 plus women are not only doing a full marathon, they are doing 89 kilometers in South Africa. So yes, if you see Mumbai, definitely you see a change. Is it enough? No. But definitely there is a change, and that's why these kind of conversations which you are initiating is such a good thing, because the more these conversations happen, the more the people are educated about this, that no, it can be done. Because I know so many who started running because if she can do it, I can do it.
True.
Isn't it?
True.
So it is changing, but
and I think it should happen better for women, because if you see, woman never goes alone. She always, will pull two of her friends and go together.
Yeah.
So if you can pull your friend for kitty, why not for running
Absolutely.
or for exercises or the right choices that you need to
And
take.
even your child, as long as when they're small, at least you have that influence on them. You can say, like, I'll share with you my experience. My daughter used to make fun of me. She used to tell me, Mama, why are you running? In the morning, there's only the doodwalas and the dogs are on the street. And what is this aimlessly over from point A to point B? And I laughed. This was way back in 2015, I think.
Yeah, because now I think we have a lot of,
So 2000, when she was younger and she used to make fun, I did not say anything. For one Mumbai marathon, she just came for water support with my husband, and she saw somebody without an amputee run. And she came back home, and that was Jan. And Feb, there was a marathon happening at Powai, Hiranandani. And she said, Mama, will you train me? I want to run the Hiranandani half marathon. So, this is what I mean, that they will not listen. If I would have told her, no, you have to wake up in the morning, you have to come, they wouldn't listen. But it's somewhere, the brick doesn't break at the first twist, but it will break. So I think, we just have to continue doing this. And it's like, the proverbial butterfly, I would say. I follow Shri Ravi Shankar ji, and he said, be like a butterfly. And such a beautiful thought. What he said is that, what the butterfly does, it just goes from one flower to the other flower, okay? And because of cross-pollination happens because of the pollen getting stuck on their feet. Are they aware of it? No. What happens because of this? Gardens bloom. And they are not making too much about it. They don't even know. But see the end result. So flutter,
Just beautiful.
Yeah. So I feel that's what your existence should be. Light body, colorful body, something that people would love to see, love to be, motivated by looking at you. And if you can do that, I think you're doing so much good for society, when actually you're not even thinking about that, you're only thinking about your health. But gardens are blooming, and I think that's what makes the existence so
beautiful, so sweet, Suchita.
Thank you so much.
So I know you've said a lot, and it's been wonderful talking to you. Just last message for our Durgas.
So the message is the same. The whole initiative that you have really started the conversation, taken up the initiative, that please do not neglect yourself. And understand the difference between self-obsessed and self-care. There's a lot of difference. It's not being self-obsessed or selfish. It is self-care. It's a simple thing. You cannot pour anything out of an empty cup. Your cup has to be full if you want to, spread anything. If you want, whether it is joy, whether it is health, whether it is positivity, it has to first come from within. And with that, please devote 1 hour to your own self. Do whatever you like. If for you fitness means dance, if you like to dance, put on some music, as you said, and dance. If you feel it is doing running, you can run. Do whatever, but try and focus on strength, flexibility, mobility, cardiovascular capacity. These are the basic
and maybe relaxation.
And of course, that's mental health. Mental health is definitely, so it takes very little. Just while you're working, you can just put there are so many YouTube videos today with positive affirmations. You can sit 5 minutes still and visualize whatever you want. Throw it out in the universe. Have a nice, I think we women should all come together and be each other's strengths and see that, okay, you're not coming, what is the problem? Come on. Give solutions. and create a community where you all come together and you not only go on your fitness journey, but somebody else try to say, come, it's not a big deal, come, I'll show you, and just spread this passion for fitness, and you will see your goals widen, your perspective widens, your world widens. And I think that's what we would love to see each other, be compassionate with each other and have this beautiful world which is fit and fabulous.
Absolutely. What a wonderful time I had. Oh my God. Suchita, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this time. And I'm sure all our Durgas are charged now. And from tomorrow, we all are going to be on a fitness journey.
The day is
Let's
not
make
over
a promise. Yes, today. There comes the coach. Today. See you soon.
Thank you so much, Vasundhara.